Hi, I'm Danielle. Have you ever wondered why your favorite candy-coated sweets, like Reese's Pieces, get their brightly colored shells? Well, today we're going to use a technique called chromatography to figure out just that. And we'll compare the results from different candies side by side. Let's check it out. So for this fun and easy experiment, you're going to need a few supplies. You're going to need some coffee filter paper cut into 1" by 3" pieces, some toothpicks, a pencil to write with, small glasses, paper towels because it can get a little messy, at least 2 candy-coated sweets like Skittles and M&Ms, a large beaker to pour water, and of course, some water. So you want to take your coffee filter strips and write at the top in pencil the candy you're going to be using the strip for. So we're going to write in pencil because we don't want pen ink to interfere with our experiment. And we just have them labeled like so. Now we're going to dampen our candies with water and make a candy coating smudge on our filter paper. The darker colors work best, so for Skittles we're going to be using a purple Skittle, and for the M&Ms we're going to be using a brown M&M. You want to dampen your candy and make a smudge 1/3 of the way up the coffee filter strip. So that's our Skittle, and we're going to do our M&M. This is where the paper towel comes in handy. So we have 2 smudges, and now we're going to poke a hole at the top of our coffee filter strips so that they can stand when we put them in the glass. So you just want to poke it with a toothpick and push the toothpick through. Make sure that it's not too high off the coffee filter strip so that the filter paper can stand in the glass. Now let's add some water to our small glasses. We want to add enough water that the bottom of the coffee filter paper touches the water, but not too much water that the smudge is submerged in the water. So we put our coffee filter strips into our water and we'll let it sit for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, your filter paper should look like this. Pretty cool, huh? You can see that in each strip there are different colors and at different heights. This is my M&M strip, and you can't see it as clearly, but there are reds, yellows, greens, and blues. And in my Skittles strip, there are reds and blues. The colors are at different heights on the strip, and there's different colors on each strip. Let's figure out what exactly happened. That was pretty cool how we saw the different colors separate in the candy coating, right? But what exactly happened? Well, when the filter paper was placed in the water molecules were drawn up the filter paper through capillary action. Capillary action is the ability of liquids to move against gravity in narrow spaces, such as the filter paper. As the water passed the candy coating smudge, it picked up the dye in the smudge. At first glance, you would think that the colored shells of the candy are made up of only one color. However, our experiment proved that it isn't the case. We saw that the dye separated into different colors or pigments. The water carried the various pigments at different rates depending on the size of the pigment and how well it stuck to the paper. The smaller the pigment, the higher it traveled up the filter paper, while the bigger the pigment, the closer it stayed to the candy coating smudge. This technique is called chromatography. Forensic scientists can use chromatography on evidence to separate mixtures and see if there are any unusual substances in it, such as poison in someone's blood. Biochemists can use chromatography to create new and interesting products, such as perfume and even new ice cream flavors. Try experimenting with your own favorite candies.